Scratch! Hello, pool sharks. How you doing today? Welcome to the Las Vegas World Championships here in 2022. I know you guys are excited and ready to get shooting, but first, let's go over some formalities. Let's shoot into our topics here. First, we're going to go over the history of BCA, the Billiards Congress of America. Next, we're going to go over the rule book. And after that, we're going to shoot into our equipment. Billiards pool has been a legacy for a long, long time. However, in World War II, multiple people played at their military camps. But then between 1940 and 1950, billiards went into a deep depression. Trying to save pool, BCA started their company in 1948. This did not work very well. However, in 1961, the movie The Hustle came out, where a bunch of pool sharks went around the world to compete at championships. This single-handedly saved the competition of pool. However, in 1980, BCA did not even have a home, but Robert Frockel volunteered to get a permit so that he can make a home here in Iowa City, the home of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Now, their home is in Superior, Colorado, where they'd stayed for multiple years. Now, let's move on to the rules of pool. Safety. Let's go. First, one of the rules is to call your shots. You do not have to call all of your shots, but you do need to call shots like banks or combos. Banks are when you hit it off the wall, and combos are when you're hitting one ball into the next. One of our next rules is alternating breaks. So when you guys are breaking the balls, please alternate between games as you play. You guys will determine who breaks first by a lag. A lag is where you shoot the ball down the table and it has to come back. The person that lands in the kitchen or the highlighted area in the photo behind me, the closest to the wall, will win the lag, and they will break first. Then you will alternate. When you rack your balls, there's a specific way you do have to rack them, as many of you know. You do have to have the 8 ball in the center, and you have to have a solid and a stripe in the corners. When you break, there must be 3 balls that hit the wall. If you do not hit the wall with 3 balls, the opponent can ask for a re-rack and break the balls themselves. Now, if you scratch on the break, your opponent will get ball in hand. Ball in hand is where they can pick the cue ball up off the table and move it to another part. They also get this if you take the cue ball and break it off the table. It's really hard to do. Okay. The kitchen is the highlighted part behind me. It's the part behind the 2 diamonds that is on the opposite side of the table from the rack. And please, pool players, do not forget to place your call on where you're going to shoot the 8 ball. I know we forget quite often, and that will cause you to lose the game. Next, let's move on to our equipment. Here, according to billiards.com, we have to start with our cue sticks. We have our wooden cue stick, and we have our fiberglass cue stick. Either are acceptable in our tournament today. Next, we have Diamond. I would like to thank Diamond for supplying the 100 tables that we have here today. You will have your triangle, which should be on the inside of your table, and all of your balls to include the cue ball. You will also have your chalk. Your chalk should be sitting on the table. You are allowed to have chalk that hangs from your pocket. Your bridge will be underneath the table. Your bridges should be used when you cannot reach all the way down, like me. You are also allowed to wear gloves. Any glove is applicable, and have your best shot. Today we went over BCA, the rules, and the equipment. I know you guys are ready to get competing, and I'm happy to see all of you here today. I hope we shoot well and push on through this tournament. I hope you all win some money and win some trophies, and have a great tournament. Shoot good.